Hey, welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Brave story. I'm MysteriousJG. You may notice that we're at a somewhat different place. As a matter of fact, I noticed, or found out, or realized that there's a couple of side quests that we could do before we continue, and one or two of them might be fun to do while we still have Larsa backing us up. So, you remember how Dantro's wife took over the story and had way more dialogue than Dantro? Well, in order to actually rescue the weary traveler in the desert, she needs an item that is north of the river, sort of the border of where their village is at. And before we couldn't do anything about it, but now, after we get back from the Tomb of Wraithwall, we can actually talk to somebody about it. And there's also a thing we can do. You remember that area in the Dalmasca Wester Sands to the northeast where you go there and it says a powerful sandstorm prevents your passage? Well, there's a side quest that initiates now, and I even noticed I don't remember the names of all the goofy races, but the ones I have not been referring to as demon pigs, they're just kind of these weird lizard dudes. The species that, oh wow, I'm ranking on his name, I feel terrible now. The guy who raised Van and Pinello from the day they were pups. Miguelo, yeah, his species. One of those guys is hanging around looking dejected in Dalmasca. And he only appears after you clear the Tomb of Wraithwall, and he's connected with another side quest. But I figured we'd do this one first, see if we can actually clear the side quest of the Desert Traveler. Tajiri, this is definitely my dad's boat, but where's my dad? Something bad must have happened. I'm freaking out, man. I'm going to cross the north bank to see what's going on. I know how to pilot the boat, and there's no point in waiting around here worrying. Nonsense. Watching your father pilot the boat and doing it yourself are two different things. The river's dangerous, boy. But what if my dad's in trouble? After him, there's no one that even knows how to pilot the boat except me. Bullshit. I mean, yes. But even if you... So no one else in the village knows how to work a boat? Okay. But even if you make it across the river, who knows what you... It's a village that's on a river, and they only had one guy who knows how boats work. But even if you make it across the river, who knows what you'll find once you're there. I'm sorry, but it's simply too dangerous. But my dad... What if he went with Tajiri? Well, yeah, you didn't think Van was going to volunteer on his own, did you? What? He hunted the flowering cactoid for Dantro. He must know how to defend himself. That is true. What do you say, boy? Will you do this for our village? Will you go with Tajiri to see what's happened on the north bank? Well, I don't know, man. You just gotta go up out of the boat. What do you say? I'm curious as to what he says when you say, I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Homie, don't play that. We'll be fine. Can I try it again? In the name of God, this is happening on the north bank. Alfredo's counting on you. We've no one else to send. Something must be wrong. I'll pilot the boat. No, I don't think so. We'll be fine. Okay. Thanks. What are we waiting for? Thank you, boy. Look after Chigiri for us. Thank you, Chigiri. You be careful. The river will swallow the lot of you if you're not. So hopefully I didn't screw up the reward by not accepting on the first pass. But it's not a but thou must. I believe you never have to cross this river to win the game, but I could be wrong. Splash, splash, splash. Look over there. Are those cactoids? They're the inhumanoids. They must have attacked the north bank. What are we to do? I think we can handle them. Wait, there's my dad and everyone else too. I don't like the look of this one bit. Seems like they're holding him hostage. But what would cactoids want with hostages? They want their blood. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. The cactoids all up and left. Now's your chance to go help my dad. Cactoids must be destroyed. Well, maybe you do have to continue north of here to continue or to win the game. Cactuar's been running us ragged ever since they took us captive. One point, some Malbros had us cornered in the cycle wood. I closed my eyes knowing it was the end, and all I could see was the face of my mother. Rest her soul. Damn those Cactoids. What do they want with us? Maybe I should go ask Ruxel. He's the one who's been taking orders from their leader. In other words, talk to Ruxel. He will advance the story. I wonder what those Cactoids have got off to. They were smart. We'd turn tail and run before they got back, but where would we go? Those Cactoids marched us all over the place. They had us running for our lives from Marlboros and the Psycho Wood. I was sure we were done for. But I saw my sweet mother's face. Oh wait, that was the other guy's dialogue. What happens if we just try to ignore the plight of the villagers? Where are you going? We have to help everyone. Right. So he is the new Imperial trooper. Better than just some glowing barrier that presumably Larsa has to remove for us. Hence, we couldn't advance the story without Larsa. Well done, Larsa. You're a genius, just like Jar Jar. I'm so glad you're all right. We didn't know what happened to you. Quite a tale, that one. And you've some tales of your own piloting the boat all by yourself. I knew you'd got the river in your blood. Well, I didn't mean to, but I cut myself open and river water flowed into my... The others said it was too dangerous, but I knew I could handle it. I didn't mean to with the new sea cushion. But what about the Cactoids? They ran off for good, right? We can only hope so. Still, they're a prickly lot. Can't imagine they'd give up that easily. Give up on what? Whoa, what's that? Could it be the Cactoids that we were just talking about? It's Jumbo Cactoid. Do 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 do. Sorry, music from Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, no longer available on the WWE Network, even though he was back at Crown Jewel, which took place in the mystical land of Crown Jewel, which is not Saudi Arabia. No way, no how. That is leader of the Cactoids, Jumbo Cactoid. Hey, Prickle Prance, who do you think you are, kidnapping my dad? Stay back, Chigri. They're just trying to find their son. Wow, they all collectively have a son? You mean they're related? That's right, they're a Cactoid family. The eldest son, Dran, went missing, and they set out to find him. They came to our village along the way. Somehow that led to us being attacked by Marbros. Nothing but bad news, this Dran. He's part of a Cactoid clan terrorizing the desert. There's even a bounty on his head. This one here's the matriarch of the family. She's been searching high and low for him. Wants to bring him back home and set him straight. Ooh, well, I think we killed him. But they couldn't find Dran anywhere in Dalmasca. That's why they needed us. She forced us to guide them in the lands beyond the desert. She forced us to guide them through the mystery of the desert. The Mosphoran Highways, the Psycho Wood, even the Necrohall of Nabudis. I'd given up hope of ever making it back. And after all that, we still couldn't find him. So they brought us back here for now. But who knows where when they'll drag us off again. Why were you searching there? He was in the frickin' desert. So there's a bounty on this Dran, huh? You have any idea where he might be? I don't think he's to the north of the river. We must have looked under every stone between here and Arcadia. As for the south bank, well, we weren't about to lead the Cactoids there and get you and the others mixed up in this too. And the Cactoids are like, wait, what? We speak your language. We know now that you're plotting against us. So that's why you set the boat adrift. So that's why you set the boat adrift. Keep her from making the crossing. I never figured on you coming here to rescue me, but there's no time for that now. We keep them busy while you search the south bank for Dran. Alright, just leave it to us. Let's get going. But we already killed Dran. I thought we killed the flowering Cactoid. So, this doesn't make that much sense to me. So this guy's out of money. Does he got new stuff? He doesn't look like he does. I don't see myself ever getting a situation where I need that many of any one of those, but... don't think any of these things I'm selling are going to suddenly lead to a bunch of cool new stuff. I do need to start looking at a FAQ and see about selling stuff that I have less than 10 of, because I feel like I've collected up stuff now where there might be things where you never get more than 10, but you do need to sell them to get whatever. So I got a battle worm carapace while fighting in the Zeltenia cave. I did finish exploring the Zeltenia cave off screen. There's like one, we had seen almost the whole thing. There's one room behind that boss with enemies in there that just absolutely kicked my ass. Pretty much every place else we'd gone to that we've already been through and was having trouble with, I can now handle it. But there's some enemies back there that just whoop you, and I even looked them up in the Final Fantasy wiki, and apparently they're really beefed up in the Zodiac version. One of the few parts of the Zodiac version of the game that isn't either exactly the same or slightly easier than the PS2 version. But it's because you have to grind against them for a rare drop item you need for one of the best weapons in the game, so you really kind of need to be high-end to fight them. But we got the light spear tipped with a flattened blade, designed chiefly for civil rather than martial purposes. Its armor-piercing capabilities have been left somewhat wanting. Oh, cool. So we got a shitty spear. A javelin. Now we know the technique javelin, man. So if we talk to the kid... Can't believe the Cactoid's attacked the village. I've never seen anything like it. The Cactoid told my dad hostage look for my son, right? If there are Cactoids causing trouble all over the South Bank, how are we supposed to figure out which one it is? That's what I was kind of hoping the kid would tell us. Alright, see if Dantro's wife's got anything to say. I understand. Why would the Cactoids invade the village? They're usually harmless enough. Their son, you say? Then we must find him. But the desert is huge. Where would we even begin? Wait, if the Cactoids have been causing as much trouble as they say, someone may have posted a bill for him. Unless the bill Dantro posted. You hunted that Cactoid, didn't you? You don't think... Of course, the Cactoid you hunted must have been their son. Hunted and made into medicine. We'll never be able to return him now. Good point. What? The flower? Why, I boiled it and threw it away behind the house. You think the flower's going to do anything for us? I guess we'll give it to him and say, we murdered your son. Sorry? It's a good place to put a Dran question mark? I mean, do we really need to watch him drop a deuce? Oh, maybe... Oh, I see. He's born again. Dran is the Jesus of the Cactuar species. Wouldn't Dran immediately be trying to murder us? Okay, Dran apparently learned his lesson when we beat him to near death. What? The flower is budded into another Cactoid? They're a strange lot, aren't they? Supposing you take it over the North Bank, do you think they'd accept it as their son? I guess we'll find out. They'll either accept it as their son, or they'll murder us. You found the Cactoid. What, you didn't? You wanted the other one, but this one looks just like that one, huh? Well, none of this makes much sense to me, but I guess we don't have much choice, huh? His family is waiting. Let's get over the North Bank. Not right now. Hurry up! Seriously, it's like, nope, just being a douche. Kind of wish I could speed through this. I'm really enjoying LPing this game, maybe even a little more than I thought I would. There's some super bosses later that are going to get incredibly frustrating. But I've noticed a huge difference maker is the fast forward key that you can use when moving across the huge expansive maps. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get him back to his family. Well, it's not my fault that I had to stop to talk to you. Hey, we found your son for you. Now let my dad go. Hey, Mom, these guys murdered me. Luckily, my Jesus powers allowed me to recover. Well, in theory, the Cactoids might be happy if we beat some sense into them. I don't know. You think they're buying it? Look at him go. I guess I gotta take him in after all. Well, that was a weird weird side quest Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. So they're not really thanking us so much as just no longer attacking us. Thanks for beating me to death. You obtained 1,000 gil and a pouch of wormfire shots. Enormous worm chased me through the western sand, but I gave it the slip. I did. This is no place for the unprepared, Kupo. Would you like to buy a map, Kupo? Buy a purchase, Kupo. You won't regret it. Moogle's honor. So the Moss Foran High Waste. Okay, we have a map for a place we can't even get to yet, but presumably it's one of these two. Dantro's cousin. My friend has been married when this Cactoid business. My friends had just been married. I'm so happy to see them back together. Okay. Hopefully the village will see more travelers again. Except for the food on our plates. No, but it's pleasant all the same. I like to think of the experience of the Cactoid as a positive one. Actually, now I'm curious as to what he meant by that. So I may never have the set off side of the foot side of the desert, not for them. I need to make the crossing, but I haven't the gil. I'll charge good money to ride in that dinghy. Just steal my coin pouch and be done with it. Yo, charge good money to ride in that dinghy? Just steal my coin pouch and be done with it is how that should have been delivered. And there's no save crystal here. Now the cactus are gone. My mom said I could play outside again. I'm a different kid, by the way. JG just doesn't do a variety of voices. Well, hopefully we won't be way outclassed by the enemies here. Looks like we're starting with some Worgans. So these are going to be jumped up wolves. We should be able to handle this. They're weak against water. I'm using a gambit where Balthier will attack stuff with their elemental weakness if he has it. Oh, those guys still don't attack on sight. That's probably good. So, I guess we'll just round out what little bit is left of this video exploring here. But in fact, the other thing that I kind of want to take care of is to get down to Rabanastre and check on another quest. Although now Dantro's wife, well, whatever, we'll fight you guys. Doesn't take long if I speed things up. The Yoma and the... Okay, so the Broken Sands is actually where we need to go get this item drop that's going to allow us to finish that quest with the... Aha! So this is the other end of that zone that we need to do the quest before we can go in there. Gotcha. Actually... I'm losing my mind. Am I done with the video now, or do I have another 10 minutes? Another 10 minutes. Yeah, that did seem awfully short. Okay, no, I didn't set a timer this time. I just noted the time, and then I think I kind of got confused about what time I'd noted. So no, we got a few minutes. Let's finish exploring. Let's see if we can get the item drop and the Broken Sands that we need to... Oh, now we got a new, better combo going, but... I believe the item we needed to get was some kind of serpent skin. So I believe we are going to be losing this because I'm guessing, unless I'm wrong, and that item, that reward we got for the Cactuar quest is what we need. I feel like we're going to... Let's actually explore every corner of this place. Just so that it looks nice on my map. Good job guarding that treasure, Larsa. Alright. You know, Bartello has a really good block rate. I was noticing that in the Zeltania Caverns. I don't know if that's the weapon he's got or if it's some kind of passive monk skill, because he's actually a black mage / monk. Odd combo, it seems, but highly recommended by the good folks at GameFAQs. Oh, and yeah, this is the same enemy type that appears in the very first screen with enemies, but doesn't attack you unless you attack it first. But I did, I guess they attack you here. But that's okay, because I just, for the hell of it, attacked one on my way here off screen. And yes, in fact, we are now more than powerful enough to take those guys out. But when you first encounter them, they would have one-hit you. Alright, so this is... I'm assuming the Malforan Highways, or whatever they were called, that we bought a map for, are north of here. And I'm assuming... Oh, we got an obelisk. What the hell is that? It's probably not a key item, but... The hell would an obelisk be? It is a spear. Presumably better than the one that we got from the... Yeah, better than the javelin, I'm thinking. Well, alright, let's see. Who's my spear person? I almost said something bad. It would be a damage improvement for Fran, but I do kind of like letting her use a ranged weapon so that we can attack flying enemies easily. Look at that big fancy-ass shield Van's carrying. It's ridiculous. Van, I think I may have picked it up in the Platinum Dagger. I may have picked it up in a treasure chest in Zeltania Caverns. I didn't really notice, except that at some point I went to optimize equipment and saw that he has a significantly stronger knife, which is nice because the Gladius, which had... Well, he was using an axe, and he was sometimes using the Gladius, and as we noted with the Gladius, it does elemental damage, so I keep running across stuff that absorbs it, and I'm spending a few minutes trying to figure out why the hell am I, or maybe we got Gladius for defeating that Esper. But yeah, every so often, like, Lethal, you know, joshing me a little bit about the self-inflicted wounds. Yeah, every so often I'd be fighting something that's like, why am I not damaging this thing? Oh, I'm consistently healing it every time Van gets a turn. Gotcha. You see, those guys are dropping 2 LP, so I remember back in the day I probably tried to farm LP against them, but without the fast forward thing, those enemies with lots of hit points, even if you can easily handle them, they just take longer to kill. This might be the thing that we're supposed to defeat to get, try stealing from it. Slaven Welder. He's got a pretty damn sweet, looking crystal thing on his back. Well, it's already dead anyway. Looks like this, these flying guys didn't like me messing with him. So I didn't get anything for killing the Slaven Welder. Oh, Berserker Bracers. I would imagine that inflicts Berserk. That is probably not something that I really want. Okay, no, maybe there is no serpent-type enemies here. I got Balthier casting Arrow on anything that doesn't have a specific weakness. Because I'm sure there are enemies out there, but I haven't encountered anything yet that absorbs arrow. I'll pretty much have to change that gambit as soon as I start getting into an area where stuff absorbs arrow. Although the way I arranged it, he only does that if there's nothing else. Oh, Gemini Gem. I guess we just KO'd it. Well, so not 100% what I'm looking for, but I might already have it. So let's see if the game actually prevents us from going to the Malforan High Waste. Why don't you try to poach it? Poached? No, scrambled. You do not have poach, unfortunately. You do. Okay, we weren't able to poach it. It's just possible if I keep killing these things, I'll get a better combo ratio, because I'm starting to feel like this is... Damn. I was trying to sneak in Earth Magicite is most assuredly not the thing I'm trying to get. I was trying to sneak in a poach. I'm thinking maybe if we poaching it is a... haven't been using it on screen or off, but it's a thing where you attack stuff, and when it's already really weakened, then you get a better item. Malforan High Waste. Sure has neat music. Ooh, and there's some kind of item shop on this way. Well, if I don't miss my guess, this probably takes us back to Albina Fortress. Alright, well, I'm curious. If the enemies here don't kick my ass, I want to see what's for sale in that shop. Humbabas. I kind of even don't want to find out if the enemies here kick my ass. I kind of want to run past them and just... Well, Worgans I can deal with anyway. But yeah, I want to go see if we can buy some spells and shit we don't already have. That would be a hell of a way to end a video. What's up, guys? Hello there, you traveler? Well, traveler, you found Adair's Cavern, bringing dreams and bringing wares to every corner of the land. Buy our ferry, it's in a bottle, it will allow you to get oxale. The Malforan Highway's a harsh place, son. The Malforan Highway's a harsh place, son. You need something, you speak Lucio. And that's the bottom line. Reads there, Sonny. Anything you need, you let me know. Of course, you gotta pay. Oh, son of a bitch. So, they don't sell anything I give a crap about. Beasts around here are the most violent sword you hope to find in the mountains. Go prepared or don't go at all. Go hard all day, all night. Well, I'm a little curious as to what will prevent me from traveling further. Guess what? I saw a giant bomb deep in the Psychowood, Koopa. That's not far from the Nebris Deadlands. It probably came from there. Whatever, watch yourself, Koopa. Maybe when I'm off screening, I'll wander around here and see what's up. For now, I want to go see if we're actually done with the Dantro's wife quest real quick, which will make this video run just a little over. But then I'll see if we can do this other quest that I was thinking about in the next video. It's killing me. I know I should just use a teleport stone, but it's against my nature to like use resources that are finite. I mean, I can always go grind for more, but it's like Metagel. I just can't use any. I never really get anything from like Larsa dying to make me feel like I know whether or not we're in danger, because he really does die a lot easier than anyone else. How? The Mossforn highways crawls with beasts. How did you cross it, boy? Well, no matter, but if you pass through here, I can't let you back onto the highways. Got that? Your decision, boy. You coming through? Yeah, let me through. Okay, cool. So this passage hasn't actually opened up yet. That's kind of funny. Alright, on you go. That's actually really funny. I wonder if there's different dialogue for this. How long are we going to be out here, sir? With Leviathan... Oh. How long are we going to be out here, sir? With Leviathan and a fleet sunk, I couldn't help but wonder if we should... desert our post? The Empire doesn't look kindly upon deserters, Gibbs. Yeah, I know Tubbs, but... it's Jethro Gibbs. I don't know what even talk about. Of course not, but our commanders did go down with the others and jagged. If we don't receive new orders, we'd like to stand here, watch here till alarm Ross. I thought we might find a way to transfer to a new division. You want to end up fighting on the front lines? No, sir. Only it's so boring here. A proper soldier never leaves his post unless he's relieved. That means staying here until your dying day, so be it. More like you'll be shipped off to battle long before that, though. Fair enough, sir. But why'd I have to be here? Here, of all places. A soldier doesn't complain about his post, Gibbs. Granted, it's hot, city reeks of sweat, and I've sand in places sand has no right to be. And I'll never get the stink of chocobo out of my nose. Should be me nose. That reminds me, the one at Lord Van... Yes, it shouldn't like the young prince of the Empire here be able to relieve them? That reminds me, the one at Lord Vane's appointment ceremony, gift to her family, weren't they? Or I'd hope to forget. The fewer that know about that, the better. What's to be ashamed of? You ought to be proud. Your family raises some of the finest in the Empire. Finest what? Sorry to say I couldn't attend the appointment ceremony. But this place does stink, and no mistake. Better finish my work here and be off. Can't go back to Arcades smelling like this. So I don't know what that was about, but if you're almost engaged in a sweep, you'll have to turn back, okay. I'm working in case you hadn't noticed, and the sooner I finish, the sooner I can be out of this chocobo fetter and back home in Arcades. Larsa, you got nothing to say to any of these people, huh? Alright. Oh, I'm letting this video go too long, but I really wanted to knock out, to see if we'd finish Dantro's quest. Balto 2 Dantro's quest. Or Dantro's wife's quest, or whatever we want to call it. I actually do kind of appreciate that rather than providing a new, non-voice acted, generic NPC for each quest, they've got like a woman in the village who's kind of like proactive and fixes problems. So when she finds out there's shit going down with the Cactuars, she's like, I'm gonna like jump up and make a suggestion here. Although now, in fairness, she cooked the flesh of the Cactuar to make medicine, so she was already sort of involved. She cooked the flesh of the Cactuar. She relished the flesh of the princess. Oh, wow. Sorry, that's a Mystery Science Theater reference, not actually me perving about Ash. Hopefully I didn't break the Desert Wayfarer quest by interrupting Dantro's wife. Veil Blossom Dew contains a potent antitoxin. You should find some blooming along the cliffs and the broken sands. Right. Lucky for us, the kid came back on his own, because otherwise we'd be really screwed. The crossing normally costs money, but since you helped us out and all, well, anyway, let's go. Aww. Okay, so it's a good thing I didn't waste any more time fighting those guys, waiting for them to drop an item we need, because I completely misremembered. The thing about the scale, the serpent scale, may have been like earlier in that quest, and I had already accomplished it, actually. So we're supposed to look for the stuff by the cliffs. Oh, but it's the next screen up. It's not here. It's up one. Yeah, I'm gonna run right next to that booby trap. So what? All right, next to the cliffs, eh? It's probably those like I did wonder what the hell these plant-looking guys are. This is probably what it is, or it isn't. Maybe that's not what it is at all. Oh, screw it. I'm going so freaking long. All right, next time, folks, we will either finish that quest or we will be given another task for that quest that we can't do yet. And then we're moving on to try to deal with the boss. Oops, gave it away. But yeah, there is a boss, like an optional boss in that area that we can't enter. And there's a quest that allows us to go to that area and fight that boss. It's not an Esper, so all we get out of it is whatever drops. We don't get a new Esper to summon. Yeah, but whatever. It'll still be fun. I'm MysteriousJG. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.